Hi, this is Coach McQueen with Milesource Kinetic Bands, and today I'm here with Dusty, and she's an arm wrestler. I know nothing about arm wrestling. What I do is I train athletes, but what I've done is I've asked her to come in. I want her to show me some ideas, some techniques, a little bit about arm wrestling. As a beginner, we're just going to start with the basics, and she's going to do some demonstrating, so take a look.
Okay, when you walk up to the table, the first thing you're wanting to fight for is your grip. You're wanting to get control of the situation and feel where you are strong, what's working.
Okay. So we're going to grip first?
Yes.
Is this sort of a test before we actually compete, or?
You're fighting for
So you're just jockeying, okay, like a basketball player would. I want to get position on it.
Yes, you're fighting for what feels good.
Ah,
so you're coming
okay.
up, first off, you're gripping. I always cap my thumb.
Cap the thumb.
Yes, fingers over my thumb.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay.
You're close, you're in tight. And the first thing you're wanting to fight for is when a ref is looking for it, they say, let me see knuckle. Your thumb
Okay.
knuckles. Because if you're up higher on the hand, you're taking that from the person. You're taking their strength.
Okay.
So you come up,
Which is what you want to do, or as much as of it as
you
you
want to have
can.
as much of it on your side.
Okay.
Yes.
So what would I be trying to do then?
The same thing.
Okay.
And you want your knuckles, like your knuckles are facing my chin. You want your knuckles up.
These,
You're
Like
both,
that?
yes, you're fighting for this.
I'm
So
fine.
each person's trying to get their grip. Ref's trying to see knuckles.
She's not letting me, is what she's telling me.
And then you want yours up.
These knuckles.
Yeah, like, because yours are still facing my chin, so you would still be fighting for this.
So, but I want this?
Not yet, not
Not
yet.
yet.
Just getting set.
Okay.
Just getting set. So,
So
you
we're-
want like that. And then the next thing is, you don't want to be strung out.
No,
You don't want to
straight
be
on.
like that. You
Okay.
don't want to, because that's not where your power's at. Just like when
Okay.
you hold a weight, it's a lot harder to hold a weight out here than it is to hold it in tight.
So I want leverage.
You want in tight. So then
Okay.
you're fighting for that, and that's the next thing. Sometimes the ref will stick their hand down in there
To see it
to
has to be.
you can't be like this.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean, they
gotcha.
gotta,
There has to be-
you're fighting for that.
Call that fist room.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you're holding onto your hand pegs like if you're on an arm
Over
wrestling
here,
table.
okay.
Yes. Next, you're applying pressure. You're wanting to do what they say, like back pressure.
So I'm trying to pull you?
Yes. Everyone, it's all down to this moment. Like everybody wants that grip. Everybody wants to feel comfortable right in the beginning.
So this is intimidation.
Yes.
Okay,
And it's all about how you set up.
okay.
If you set up and you can tell from the beginning, they're gonna take my wrist. So then it's like, okay.
How am I gonna position
Yes.
myself to
How
know
am
that
I
that
gonna
happened?
How am I gonna do this differently?
I got a feeling I'm going down here.
So that's what you're fighting from the beginning. You're looking at your hand strength and how you're gripping up. Your wrist, how you want to be positioned, what you can tell if they're going to take it from you or not, if you want to take theirs, how tight you are, your back pressure, just from there.
Okay,
That lets you know how you want to arm wrestle,
okay.
your technique that you want to use, and where you're strong at. There's a few things like everybody calls over the top, your top roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you have a good strong hand, your wrist feels good, you're going to take it away from them.
Okay.
You're going to have to fight for it. So, when you're going for it, it's going to be
Okay.
out like that. If you don't want to do that, I'm trying to think. Another good thing is a hook. If you got real good bicep, real good lat strength, most of the time, both people can feel it, and it kind of happens at the same time. Both people roll into it, and it's like bicep to bicep, and you're pulling like this.
Okay.
So you have all that lat, you have all that bicep involved, that's your hook.
So, obviously, I don't know what I'm doing, but what would you go for right now?
What do I like?
Based on me.
Well, we're not on a table here, but
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, can you feel from this grip
Well-
what I might be better at or not better at?
it's hard for me because you're a man and I'm a woman. So,
Okay.
being able
I'm
to
an
tell,
old man.
being able to tell what I could take from you and what I couldn't.
Okay.
You're a guy, you most likely have a lot stronger hand and wrist than I do. So I would want to come up and get in fast and tight and go for a press. I want to get my body behind it and get in real close and just press you down.
I got you. Okay.
So that's your press.
So that's technique one, just getting position, getting ready to know if I want to. This was called what?
That's your hook.
That's your hook,
You're in
and
a-
the other was press.
Press is in real tight, and you press it down, and then over the top.
Over the top was
roll.
trying to
Yep,
trying to do
You're
that.
taking the fingers and you're pulling out.
Okay, so we've got a press, a hook, and a top roll. So then from there, we may want to look at how can we build those techniques? How can I be
Yes.
stronger? How can I be more effective from training that would be what I would call off the table?
Yeah, well, those are three good basic ones, and of course, it expands crazy from there.
Big
How,
from
oh yeah, how
But
you
when-
train and what
If
you
you're a
do.
beginner or somebody that maybe has struggled a little bit or just wanting to learn some more, I think this is a good place to start.
Yes.
So let's take a break and let's then come back and look at how we might be able to improve on those three techniques by off the table training.
Okay,
How's that?
sounds good.